Right boys, welcome back to another video. It is currently just gone 5 a.m. Right boys, welcome back to another video. It has currently just gone 5 a.m. and I am about to head out on a 10k base run, which I'm a little bit more excited for than normal because we have some new runners to break in. Now, rumour has it these are the best non-carbon plated dailies on the market right now. They are the new Puma Pure Nitros. I held out on these, by the way. I was looking for a new pair of dailies for ages. Oh, fucking hell. They've even got that new trainer smell. Fucking hell, that turned me on a little bit. But no, these are going to be my new dailies. This was not an impulsive decision. This was not an impulsive decision. I've been looking for a new pair of dailies for ages. I've just been so indecisive on what to get because I use my Adidas Evo SLs for like daily running, but they've got no grip for anything like sled push, sled pull, burpees for when it comes to high rocks work. I then did have my Asics Nova Blast 5s, but they're just absolutely cooked at this point. So I did need a new pair of dailies, but I wanted a pair of all-rounders, something that I can use for my daily runs, but also use for my sled work, burpees, and that they had the grip capacity in order to ultimately keep up with the training. I was recommended the Nike Vomero 18s by a lot of people, but majority of them people and more people I know on top of that have all used Nike Vomero 18s for their dailies and they're all absolutely fucked. Whether they're injured, bad shin splints, stress fractures, calves, quads, they just seem to be picking up injuries, niggles left, right and centre. So I kind of decided that it wasn't the best idea to get a pair of Nike Vomero 18s. Because they seem cursed. So instead, I decided to get some Pumas. Obviously, I race in Pumas. Never had a pair of Pumas for my dailies. So I might just jinx myself now because I'm about to break these in for the first time. But Puma have pretty much designed all of their runwear line around high rocks. So hopefully, fingers crossed, these have a decent amount of cushioning, a decent amount of stability, a decent amount of grip. So yeah, I'm gonna break these in with the 10k this morning and I guess I will be back with a review. We go that way. A little carried away with that one, I'll be honest, but the Puma Pure Nitros are feeling good. So yeah, broke them in nicely there, But yeah, still keeping it at the standard pace of my usual base runs. Anywhere between 5:30 to 6k pace, felt comfortable, felt good. Average heart rate is staying lower throughout these runs now, which is absolutely superb because that was my main point of focus going into this training block, was my aerobic development. We deload next week for whilst we're in Marbella, and then once I'm back in routine, we are going into my intensification block leading up to Istanbul, where I will be training my fucking ass off to bring home a flag. Gonna be leaving some room for that in the suitcase, even though technically a flag wouldn't really take up much space, to be honest, but you get the point I'm making. It's game on, baby. G'day, it is the following day and this marks officially day one and session one of the deload week. So exact same session routine there as what we would normally have for our hypertrophy lower, but instead of what would normally be 5 sets for squats, we did 1. What would normally be 3 sets for the reverse lunge, we did 2. Still done 2 sets for the RDL, and we still done our normal wall ball workout, which is a 12-minute EMOM, 12 reps, 9 kg every minute on the minute, followed by 30-minute Stairmaster, which, as you could probably tell, I've just completed now at high zone 1, low zone 2, keeping it below 135 beats per minute on average. So that's us done there for the first session of the day. We have got some intervals to attend later, which I believe we will still be doing our standard 12 times 400 meters, but I've got a busy day of work in between. Me being me, left everything last minute as normal. I've got a haircut today, a team meeting. I still got to go and pack my bags and still got a full day of check-ins. Monday being the busiest day of check-ins. So yeah, kind of all landed on me at once yet again, which is my own fault. But when you're literally so busy day to day, these things kind of all just get put on the back burner, and then before you know it, boom. It's the day before you fly out. Bearing in mind we're flying out, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'll probably have to get to Gatwick for around about 2:30, 3 a.m. So yeah, not gonna get an awful lot of sleep tonight. Got a shit ton to get done, but it's one of those things, isn't it? One of those things. We better get to it. Right, so we've just pulled up to the gym, about to box off some intervals. As it's deload week, as opposed to what would be my normal 12 times 400 meters, just halving that to 6 times 400 meters. Still gonna hold similar pace, but with regards to it being deload week, that is what's on the cards today. Legs are feeling a touch fucked from earlier, so yeah, this is still gonna hurt regardless, but nonetheless, we go get it done. I'll tell you what, despite the fact that it's a deload week and that is half the volume compared to what I would do, I still did not want to fucking do that session. And despite the fact that, like I say, it's a deload week and that session isn't necessarily going to progress me, it's the fact that with that goal in which I have in mind of a flag at Istanbul, I'm not going to miss a single beat when it comes to this. I've had a fucking exhausting day. I've come into this week feeling super sore. A deload is much needed. The leg session earlier still felt sore, still wrote me off. I then went home to a full day of check-ins, full day of work, packed my bags for Marbella, got a lot of other bits sorted as well in between. I'm in the gym a lot later than what I'd like to be, and I did not want to fucking do this session. I really had to fucking drag myself to the gym for this. But when you have a goal that means that much to you, when you're inspired by what you're doing, when you have the sheer willingness and determination to just want to get better in each and every aspect of what you do, you have to tick the fucking boxes. And that is the mindset in which I'm going into with this. Whether a flag is on the cards at Istanbul or not, time will tell. But I know for a fact I'm not going to miss a single beat on the build up to that. Even if it is the smaller sessions, such as a deload 6 times 400 meter. That literally took me half an hour right there with a 2K warm up, the workout and a 1K cool down. But still, I got it done, and I got it done to the best of my ability, because I want to make sure that when I do head to that start line in Istanbul, that I'm in the shape of my life, I'm the fittest in which I've ever been, and that I have given myself as much of a chance as possible in order to win a flag, with that being one of my main fitness goals this year. And honestly, after Bangkok, I did not think it'd be on the cards, but it seems now more in reach than ever. And even then, there's going to be other opportunities after that in order to pick up a flag. But yeah, it's just carrying the mindset of being the best at everything in which you do. And in order to be the best at everything in which you do, or at least the best you can be, is you have to tick the boxes. You have to do the actionables, you have to put in the work, you have to turn up when you don't feel like it. I did not feel like that session just there, but I did it regardless. And if you carry that mindset across each and every aspect of your life, whether that is work, business, relationships, fitness, you'll do pretty fucking well. And here we are, boys. We've just arrived at Gatwick Airport, ready to get rid of this bag because it's fucking heavy, and then catch our flight to Marbella. If you're wondering why I seem so excited for this trip, bearing in mind it's going to be another history-making week for New Gen, it's because it's currently 1 a.m. and I had about 2 hours sleep. So yeah, I promise you inside, like I'm really, really excited, even though I may not be showing it. But another extra little bit of kip on the plane, and we should be in good spirits. Wish I got here a little bit fucking earlier now. Right, alright YouTube, it is a few days on from when you last saw me, and fuck me what a few days it's been. So I'll explain a little bit more in the following video. But right now, we are in Canterbury at a bus station, about to grab a coach from Canterbury to Durham in order to pick up a passport. Reason being is because my passport got denied at the airport. Something to do with the issuing date, in which I had no idea or awareness around. So basically I did not get out to Marbella that day. That was Tuesday morning, in which you would have last saw me. It is now Wednesday evening. So basically the plan of action now is that we head up to Durham in order to get an emergency passport, go from Durham to Newcastle in order to catch a flight to Malaga in order to get to Marbella in time for the new Gen Shoot Friday. So fingers crossed, I should be landing in Marbella Friday evening. But there is a very, very tight gap in between each and every stop in which I'm making in order to get to Marbella. So it is gonna be a stressful 48 hours. It's gonna be a 48 hours from hell, but ultimately we gotta find a way to get to that shoot. So follow along for the journey because I will be vlogging the whole thing. But yeah, ultimately that's that. A slight setback, nothing we can't manage, but we are gonna force our way into Marbella. So let's get it. See you in the next one.